Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel, and I'm going to be talking about a couple of things. I'm not going to treat all these things in this video, but this is going to be like the list of the things that I'm going to talk about. So this might take me a month to treat or a month plus. So I would love you to pay attention and take advantage of whatever I'm going to say here. So I'll make it possible for everybody to understand. So I'll try as much as possible to break everything down to the limest way I can. So these are five things that I think every trader should know. Five things every trader should know. Now, when you get to know these things, it helps you a lot. Like it takes away a lot of confusion and makes you start seeing trading as the way as something that you should really, really, really get hold of. Okay. Now, we have on this list market structure, support and resistance, candlestick anatomy, directional bias, and liquidity. Now, over the years of trading, I've come to understand that without the knowledge of these things, you won't really know what you are doing. Okay, so trading is mostly all about these things, aside the other secondary aspect of it. But when you get to learn these things, you've conquered 70% of your trading problems. Okay, so the first thing on the list that I'm going to treat is going to be market structure. After market structure, the rest are going to come in the next video. So please stick to this video, try to subscribe to my channel, click like and share also, so that you get notified whenever I drop the next series. So let's quickly dive into what we have today. Market structure. All right. So I like to break market structure into two categories. We have simple market structure and we have complex market structure. I'm not going to take time on this video, so pay attention and pick up everything you need to pick as possible. So simple market structure are those market structures that are easy to read and understand. Yeah, why did I say read? We read market structures like the characters and everything, the way it appears on the chart and you see it, right? So we read them. So simple market structure basically are the ones that even the newest person that just started trading today can understand. However, I also like telling people that these types of market structure are mostly found on the higher time frame. Of course, you know we have different time frame in trading, and I'm not here to talk about those ones. But when I talk about higher time frame, I'm talking about the time frames that are not in minutes, and at least from 4 hours, those are higher time frame. 2 hours, 4 hours, yeah, 6 hours, those are higher time frame. Okay, so these are places that you mostly find simple market structure. Now, why complex market structure are found on a lower time frame? Lower time frames are like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour. Okay. So in as much as I don't like including 1 hour to it, but sometimes you tend to find complex structures too on 1 hour. But it's not usually very, very confusing as it might look when you scale down to 15 minutes, right? So let's dive quickly into the simple market structures. So we have three types of uh, structures under this simple market structure. So we have structure that you can find when the market is in an uptrend, when the market is in a downtrend, and when it is consolidation. So I'm going to go ahead and draw it out for you for you to see what it looks like. Okay, so for the uptrend in a simple market structure, what you want to see is markets comes from the bottom, right? It moves up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back, goes up. So this is what it looks like in a simple market structure. So what do you notice in this simple market structure, this uptrend, you notice that whenever market goes up, it pulls back. Then if it's coming up again, it's coming up to take out a high that it recently created. Once it takes out that high that it recently created, it goes up, it pulls back again. Coming up again is coming to take out the new high that it was created to, that it created previously, to what, make another high. And that is how it just continues going until we have a change of direction. So this is what an uptrend looks like. Okay, so whenever market goes up, it pulls back and comes back again to take out that high. It pulls back, comes back to take out that high, pulls back, comes back to take out the high. And this is what you see in an uptrend. All right. Then for a downtrend is the opposite of what you see in this uptrend. What you see is that market comes down, pulls back, comes down again, pulls back, and these are the kind of thing you see in a downtrend. So what do you notice here in this downtrend? You notice that when market is coming from the top, it gets to a point, a price level, a particular price level, it pulls back. Then if it's coming down again, it comes down to take out that low that caused the pullback, or that created a pullback. It creates a new low, then there'll always be a pullback. It creates a new low, and there'll always be a pullback. Okay? Now, these things, looking at it, are structures. That's why we they termed it structures, or it was termed structures. Anybody that came about the name, it doesn't really matter, but just understand what it is and what it looks like, right? So that's why it's termed structures. No matter the pattern you trade, no matter what you trade, no matter anything you trade, whether you're trading simple price action, that you trade what is it called? W shapes, M shapes, double top, triple tops, triple bottoms, bullish flag, and the rest of it, you are most likely to find these things there, right? They are structures. They are structures. So regardless, this is not about strategy. We're not talking about strategy now. These are just the things that you're going to see, the character of the market. Okay. So this is what a downtrend looks like. Okay. So if you're a trader, you most likely must have seen the market move in this manner. Then when we talk about consolidation, you are going to see something like this. Okay. So what did you notice about this consolidation, or this particular type of structure? You notice that there is no definite high and a definite low, in sense of, like, okay, there is a lower low or lower high, or higher low or higher high, something like that. Nothing like that here. What do you have here? It's just series of what? Indecision or no direction. Market is neither moving up or moving down. You see here in an uptrend, that's why they call it uptrend. The market was going up, or rather the market moves up. For downtrend, the market does what? Moves down or comes down. But for consolidating market or consolidation, the market neither goes up nor down. It just creates a back and forth movement, or sideways movement. So that's why we call it what? Consolidation. So this is what simple market structure looks like. And then for the uptrend and the downtrend, you most likely are going to find it on higher time frames. All right. Then I'll quickly go to the complex market structure, and I'll try as much as possible not to make it too hard for you to understand, right? So here it's a simple visual representation of what an uptrend looks like in a complex market structure. So we have something like this. Market goes up. Okay, look at the chart what we have here now. You can see how we have a lot of highs and lows in this market. But pay attention. What I want you to note is the highs, the notable highs that always takes out other ones or the previous ones. Pay attention closely. That's why we call it complex market structures. Okay. Now, you notice that whenever a new high is created, why do we call it a new high? This was the first high, for instance, on this diagram that we have here. This was the first high, or this is the first high that was created. The market had a pullback, creating different what highs and lows internally, okay, or inside this high, right? Then when the market came back again, it took out this high and gave us what a new high. So how do we recognize that it's an uptrend? Because this high, this second high that was created, is higher than the previous high, just like how we have here now in the simple market structure. This second high is definitely higher than this. The third high is definitely higher than this, right? So same it is in a complex market structure. Okay, so you find out that these highs that we have here are always higher than the previous high. Okay, so this is what you are most likely to see in a complex market, and this is where most traders get it confused when they start seeing things like they'll be like, okay, we are market is in a downtrend, market is in an uptrend. No, it is because they don't understand the time frame that they are in and the direction of the market. So they tend to confuse it being the full or the original direction of where market is coming from or where market is going to. So this is what a complex market structure looks like for an uptrend. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a diagram of the downtrend. It's going to be the opposite of what we have, of course, in the uptrend. Okay, so I have something like this. Of course, so see what we have in a downtrend, for instance. Okay, you can see that it's very, very similar to this. The difference is that we have a lot of structures that seems to make it look like an uptrend. Okay, so how do you know that this is a downtrend? It is very easy. You notice that the low that caused the pullback, always market always comes back to take it out. You notice that market comes back, takes it out, and creates what a new low before a new pullback occurs, and so on. The market goes back again and takes it out. Do you understand? So this is simply telling you that we are pushing down. We are doing what? Pushing down. This market is a downtrend. Regardless of the series of highs and lows that was created internally, these are none of your business. All you need to do is to understand, to look at it clearly, understand the major swing points. Okay, to understand the major swing points, and there you can be able to tell if the market is in an uptrend or in a downtrend. So this is what the downtrend looks like. And for the complex part of a consolidating market, you can have something like this. This is mostly not talked about. You can have something like this. Now, looking at this market, you'll notice that this market neither goes up nor comes down. The highs and the lows that are supposed to tell us, okay, we are in an uptrend or we are in a downtrend, none of them is being taken out. How do we know that? When you when you try to align all of them, you get to see that we have equal highs and what? Equal lows. Are you seeing it right now? We have equal high, and this kind of market is the kind of market that traders are most advised not to venture into. Don't try to trade them except you've gotten to a particular level of mastery. Then you can now start trading this depending on the time frame you find it. If you find this on 1 hour, it's tradable maybe on 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Okay, but this is not advised because there is usually a breakout either to the upside or to the downside, and you don't want to be caught up in the wrong side of the market. Okay, So this is what a consolidation looks like in the complex market structure. So this is what you have in market structure. This is all you need to know about market structure. I promise you, you don't need to get it complicated a lot. No matter what you see out there, no matter the market you're trading, stock market, crypto market, futures market, forex market, whatever it is that you're trading, the market structures appears the same. They don't look different, or no matter the market you're trading, no matter the market condition, these market structures appear the same. So take a look at them again. We have simple market structure, we have complex market structure. In all of them, we find uptrends, downtrend, consolidation, and the rest. So because I don't want to make this video long, when I will be introducing the new topic on support and resistance in my next video, I'm going to go ahead and show you real chart example of simple market structures and complex market structures. So thank you for staying with me through to the end of this video. See you next in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.